Okay, what's up guys? This is your boy Maximus coming to you with another pro tips video. This one is going to be some debunks about Poise and hyper armor. So let's jump right in. I've been going back and forth with a lot of you guys in the comments, and so some people have some good theories or whatever, but I just want to break it down so there's not misinformation. So there's one YouTuber, I forget his name, but I'll give you a shout out in the description. But he has a video showing that at 0 poise, you don't have hyper armor, which is, I'm going to show you right here. Even at 0 poise, it doesn't matter because of what I try to tell some of you guys, which is hyper armor is not really a thing. It's just the frames in the game. So it's a system of where how the frames work is you're locked into an animation no matter what, so many frames into a move or an ability. And so at 0 poise, you see that when I'm on a backswing, right? When I'm on a backswing, I get poise broke. But as soon as I go into my forward motion of a swing, then I get what's quote unquote hyper armor, and I break his guard. And I'm not here to say that hyper armor doesn't exist or is not a thing. Yeah, I think it absolutely is. I just don't look at it the same as other people look at it. So here I'm showing you that, see, hyper armor doesn't have anything to do with weapons. It's more I mean, it does have something to do with weapons. It has something to do with all animations in the game. So here, just as proof, I'm using the Estes Flash, right? And so when I use my Estes Flash, I still get the animation off sometimes because, okay, so if he hits me when I just start the animation, then I don't get off of Estes Flash. But if he hits me towards the end of the animation, so I stop right here, and this is right before, you see, I'm not blue at all. So that means that the animation hasn't taken effect, but then I turn blue right after that, and you'll see that the animation is going to take effect. Another YouTuber was in the comments, and he was trying to tell me that hyper armor had something to do in my other Poise video, saying that that the PvE enemies, I said that the PvE enemies do have poise, but players don't have poise, which is 100% true fact in the game. You can go in the game and you can test it out with different enemies, and to make this, I mean, to visualize this for you guys and how it actually works for PV, and that's one of the things. Okay, so if there were two types of poise, if your poise was different from enemy poise, then there would be two different types of file settings for that thing. The developers wouldn't have poise and poise. You see, it would be poise and poise 1 or poise and poise 2. It wouldn't be poise for players and poise for NPCs, because they work under the same guidelines and the same rules in the game. Enemies have stamina, enemies have health, enemies have intelligence, strength, right? They all have those things, and it's what makes them that character. They only have a unique skin over them, but basically they have the exact same type of stats that we have. It's kind of like if you wanted poison and then a stronger poison, you wouldn't say poison and then poison 2. I mean, you wouldn't say poison and then poison, right? You would have poison and then toxic. Okay, and so here's the example. I was in Untended Graves, and I was trying to show, but the NPC was swinging at me the first time. But I wanted to show you that poise works exactly how it does in Dark Souls 1. And this is proof. In Dark Souls 1, you do not stagger, period, until your poise is broken. Until your poise number is broken. but you can generally see that enemy with less poise, even with armor on, with less poise, is still knocked down by the exact same move. So the way that poise worked in Dark Souls 1 is if you two-handed a great weapon, then you would do 45 points of damage to poise. So if someone had 90 poise, then two swings while two-handing is gonna knock that person down. And just if you look at this video right here, this is a big enemy, but he's knocked down on the first hit because he has on cloth, therefore he has no poise. But back to what I was saying about okay, and here's another thing. Darth Wraith, see, the Darth Wraith is not knocked down on the first hit, but he is staggered. But when I hit him the second time, he is knocked down, because that is the poise break limit. That was his poise break limit. You see, on so poise works exactly the same way it does in Dark Souls 1. And so right here, I'm slowing it down and I'm freezing the frame so you can see that hyper armor in a general sense is basically you being locked into an animation after so many frames into the animation. So the first shot was me getting hit on a forward swing. Right here, I'm still bringing my arm back, and therefore while I'm bringing my arm back, I will be staggered. But even with fully charged R2s, as long as I'm on the forward swing, I won't be staggered at all. And here I'm gonna slow the frames down so you can see that I start to swing forward after every frame, a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more, until I'm hit, but I am going forward with the blade. That seems to be how poise is for, I mean, not poise, but hyper armor works for things. But anyway, I hope this video helps you guys. No need to be rude in the comments when we're going back and forth. You know, just keep it 100. We're trying to figure this game out, and all theories are welcome. So until next time, thank you guys for liking and subscribing. Umbasa.